Welcome back, everyone, to the channel. I just want to say I appreciate you guys being here for just a couple minutes of your day. I appreciate you guys. So this is finally June. Summer has arrived. Or maybe summer was in May. I don't actually remember. Who keeps track of these things? I think it's summertime. Summer. Since it's a new month, it's a new month of me showing you what I plan on reading, reviewing, so on and so forth. This is going to be an interesting one because some of these books I'm not actually going to do a weekly review on. So I might be reading like a manga or something else in it because it's 4 Mondays this month, which is 4 book reviews. And I have 5 books, but 2 of them are not going to be on my Monday review. It's going to be videos for the future. Trust me. So the first book is going to be like a revisiting series. Even though I've never read it as a kid, it's just I watched it when it came out because it was really cool, I guess, when it came out. Anyways, this is going to be my first time reading it, and that's going to be Twilight. I'm not proud that I'm going to be reading Twilight. My goal is to read the whole series over the summer, so I'm going to be reading, obviously, book 1 in June. July is going to be New Moon, so on and so forth. But I plan on doing like a giant video for all 4 of them, just because everything I read, I want to talk about or review or just make a video about because it'll be fun. And, of course, Twilight. I like vampires and werewolves. I don't think I'm going to like them in this because I've seen the movies years ago, once each. So there's that. So yeah, I'm going to be doing some Twilight. So I read this author's book last month, loved it, and I can't wait to read this book this month, and that's Fahrenheit 451 from Ray Bradbury. Now this book, I was told it really makes you think like, oh, this is happening right now. So I can't wait to get into some conspiracy talk when I read this book. I'm actually excited to read this. I really liked Something Wicked This Way Comes. I didn't expect to read Ray Bradbury back to back like that, but the idea was I wanted to read Clockwork Orange, Fahrenheit 451, and then I want to read 1984 this year. So I was like, all right, perfect. And Something Wicked This Way Comes just came out of the blue. I found it at Barnes & Noble for it was a sale, so that's why I bought it. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm reading it. So Fahrenheit 451, I'm really excited to read it. And I'm wondering if Ray Bradbury's writing style is going to be different reading this book compared to Something Wicked This Way Comes, because they're both completely different, and I'm pretty sure they're like his best books. So I'm actually really excited. And if I like this a lot, I'll probably keep reading more Ray Bradbury because why not? So this is another book, just like Twilight, where it's going to be a future video. I'm just going to read one of these a month. I'm going to read 4 of them. So this is just another future video, but I'm just going to show you guys what I'm reading anyways, because it's fun. And that's going to be Verity from Colleen Hoover. I have no idea anything about Colleen Hoover. I just know she's super hyped on TikTok. I'm going to go into a deep dive video of 4 of her books in the future. So I'll talk more about Colleen Hoover and so on and so forth. But Verity, I think it's like a thriller, so that's going to be fun. I think it's a romance thriller or something. I actually have no idea. I can't wait. That's what I'm excited for. I have no idea about this book. Going in blind as a bat. So let's go. So every other month, I am going to be reading one series that I want to get done. It's one of my reading goals of this year to do, and I'm actually going to be reading the second book, which is really exciting. I don't know anything what it's about. I'm hoping it doesn't do like what the first book does, where it just plays a bunch of these tropes, so on and so forth. As much, I mean, tropes are fine in fantasy. It's a pretty normal thing in fantasy. But I'm hoping with this, the tropes are not as predictable like they were in the first one, if that makes sense. Hopefully not, but we'll see. And that is going to be Eldest. I almost said Aragon, but I'm reading book 2 in the inheritance cycle, and that's Eldest. And I'm actually pretty excited to read this, just because I finally have all of them on hardcover. And it's flying dragon rider stuff. That's pretty dope. I did like Aragon a lot. Not as much as I thought I would, because it's if it was doing the tropey stuff, but I went in there with an open mind and I really did enjoy it. So I'm hoping I like Eldest. But every single time I see anyone talk about this series, everyone usually says after Eldest, they just quit reading it. And I'm assuming it's because the tropes are super predictable. Now that could be just an opinion maybe, but those are just that's just a guess, that it's the tropes are just too oh my gosh, we know this happens a million times. Maybe that's just me when I think about it, but who knows. I'm actually excited. I think Eldest, of all 3 of the covers, might be my favorite. I just really like the red dragon. basic, I know. So this is the last book for my TBR. Like I said, this TBR is actually a really short month for me for reading. I was gonna do a manga this month, but I wasn't feeling a manga. I think July I might get back into reading manga again. I just like taking a break. I don't want to get like overwhelmed. And the last one I read was Berserk, which was just goated. So I kind of want to just take a breather. But I do have plans of reading certain manga in the future. So I think July maybe. This is a book that I'm actually excited to read because I'm so close. And that is Knife of Dreams by Robert Jordan, The Wheel of Time. I'm almost done. I have 4 books left. Oh man. And I'm so excited. So I'll be reading Knife of Dreams and I don't remember what the other 2 are called. Book Knife of Dreams and then the 2 other ones. And then in September, I'm reading Rhythm of War. October is Halloween, so clearly no fantasy. But November, I am finishing, the goal is to finish Memory of Light and the last book in the Aragon series. And then in December, I finish Wind and Truth. I start Wind and Truth from Brandon Sanderson. Knife of Dreams, I actually told this is a really good book. Where Robert Jordan's last book in the Wheel of Time is, I was told this is his really, really good one. Like, he gets right back into it. I hope it's like Lord of Chaos and Fires of Heaven, because both those are really good books. I really, really do hope it's like that, because that slog, wow, that was rough. Anyways, though, look how terrible this cover is. Mad disrespect, I swear. That's Perrin, by the way. I hope you guys know. This is Perrin. This makes me so mad that this was friggin' Perrin. The worst part is, I have a Big Lots sticker, because I bought this at a used bookstore. It's not even $3, but I bought it at a used bookstore for $1. And they had this sticker. I haven't taken it off yet. But look at Perrin. Look at what they did to my boy. It's just so sad. I was so sad when I saw this. I'm like, who is this man? And then I figured it was Perrin. I'm like, Perrin's supposed to be like early 20s. This guy looks like he's like 80. Just saying. It was really disappointing. So those are my books for the month of June. What are you guys reading for the month of June? Are you guys reading any books that I'm reading, or are you guys reading books that don't have really bad covers like I'm doing? Whatever you guys are reading, just let me know down below. I'd love to see what you guys are reading, and maybe if these are any books that I'm reading that you guys are also reading, let me know. We can do a read along. You guys follow me on Instagram, and we can talk about these books. And that'd be really exciting stuff. But of course, make sure you guys stay safe, stay hungry, and tell someone you love them. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.